Good afternoon, everyone, and it's Doll from the Fiberworks, part of the Highland Pines Fiberworks and Rabbitry, or Rabbitry and Fiberworks. But I'm spinning today. I see I still there on my Babe spinner. I've had this now since 2003, 2004, I guess. What I'm spinning, I'll just stop here for a second. You can not quite see the variation, but there's the fiber that I purchased in a yarn box from Wool Interrupted, a fiber box that just came in. This just came in yesterday. It's 3 ounces of Polworth, I believe. I may have to check that. And the colorway is called Storm. So I thought I would just sit and spin a little bit. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to try to do this as a 2-ply and try to get the color gradient to match, or I can do a Navajo 3-ply and the gradient of the color will show up a little bit better. They're darker colors than what I like to use generally, but the fiber is a dream to spin. It's clean, it's wonderful. Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep spinning. I have 5 fleeces in 3 bags out in the carport, and after our little shopping trip this afternoon, I may try to wash a little bit of it and see what it looks like. But you can see I'm not having any trouble. There's a little knocking in my wheel, but that's on the pedal. That needs a little work. I've got a cat at my feet that is trying to talk to me. But whether I'm talking to you or just watching TV or whatever, the cat's still talking, so I'm thinking she must be exhausted because she was awake a lot through the night, or at least it seemed like she was. I wasn't, but so there's advantages to using fibers that are purchased like this that have been all prepared. It's been created into roving, it's been dyed, the dye's been set professionally. I don't have to worry about the dyes bleeding. None of it's coming off of my hands, and that's always a really good sign for me because I have purchased some from different places where the dye was coming off, and that just doesn't make me feel really comfortable. So as an advantage, it's ready to go, and I can just pick it up and spin it. I don't have to worry about doing very much to it at all. A bigger part of this is keeping a consistent spin, so I'm not getting really big fat pieces or thick and thin, as they'd say. But so far this is going really, really smoothly, so that's an advantage. But there are also advantages to taking the raw fleece and preparing it yourself. So you know, once you get it into your kitchen or out, for me, out on the back deck today, I'll be able to pick through it, I'll know what's in it, and I can wash it. I know what soap's used. I do use Dawn to cut the grease, and a couple of washes, and then a quick spin in the washing machine, and that extracts most of the water. And then for dyes, I use Kool-Aid or Wilton's Food Coloring. Cat, get away. Go on. She's pushing on my camera. So I can kind of play with those colors, but I can't be guaranteed a consistent color every time. Mind you, some of the commercial ones can't either. So the dye bath, and you know that when you buy yarn that's ready to knit with or crochet with, that you're always encouraged to buy enough of the same dye lot so that it's exactly the same color. And I picked up what I thought was the same color. It was Croy sock yarn on sale, and once I got them knit up, I realized they were from 2 different dye lots. So the color was off just a little bit. The cat's going to be in trouble here in a minute. And it's similar, I suppose, with dyeing things at home. I haven't tried any of the commercial dyes that you can buy for dyeing yarn or dyeing wool. I feel safer using the food coloring, because if it's safe to go into your stomach, haha, then it should be safe to put on my yarn. And I haven't had any trouble with the color taking up either, so that's always a good thing. So my question, if anybody's actually going to watch this and you'd like to comment, is what do I do with this when I get it finished? Right? I can knit another shawl or another scarf, which tends to be my go-to. I'm not sure I'd want to use it for socks specifically. There's no nylon in it, so although it would make a nice pair of socks to be warm. Mittens maybe. So if you have any ideas of what you think this would look nice, like I said, I have 3 ounces. I don't know yet what that's going to turn out as far as meters or yards, because that will play into it too, and then the size needle plays into it. But I'm really good at spinning 1 to 2 ounces of something and then not having enough to really make anything. So with the 3 ounces of this, and then I have a companion color to go with it, maybe I could do a larger project. I don't know. So ideas, please. I'm watching the robins out on the lawn. Maybe you could call this slow TV, right? For me, spinning on the wheel or even with the drop spindle, I find it very meditative. I have often rehearsed my sermons while I've been spinning. I've been praying for people while I spin. I calm my spirit when I spin. This wheel is an old workhorse, and it just keeps going. Every once in a while, the band will break or a screw will come loose down at the pedal working area. Then I get a little frustrated, and it doesn't help for my calmness. But generally speaking, I find spinning very calming, especially once I get into a rhythm of it. And it's the same for knitting or for crocheting, unless I'm doing some intricate work and having to follow a pattern and then I mess up. But generally, just straight knitting, I find to be very calming. Maybe that's why I work on socks more than anything else, or a plain scarf, because they're easy and I don't have to think too much about it. I don't have to fret about it. So it's always good in life to have something that you can go to when you need calming. For me, it's music, it's spinning, it's looking after the rabbits. I'm not a big reader, so reading doesn't really help me too much. But you can see this is only a portion, and a small portion of the full 3 ounce bump that I got. But I am really, really liking the way it's coming together. So maybe that's enough slow TV for everyone today. But if you have any questions about spinning, or you're interested in learning about spinning with a spindle, let me know. I do have some heavy spindles that I use for teaching, And the house has nooks and crannies full of fiber to be spun. So if anyone's interested, please do let me know. And I could try maybe doing a tutorial on the spindle. I don't usually do tutorials because I don't feel I know enough, but maybe learning from someone who isn't necessarily a seasoned spinner, although I have been spinning since 2003. Well, I guess that's a long time now. Starting to feel a little older. But I hope you have a wonderful day today. Find something to calm your spirit, calm yourself, to find joy in the moments as your wheels turn and as life continues to move on. God bless. Bye for now.